Hey everyone, Sabian here, and welcome to a brand new universe mode here. We are doing AEW. I'm a massive fan of AEW, been watching a lot during the lockdown as well, and I thought it'd be fun just to recreate our own little AEW universe mode. Here we are, starting with All In. And here we go then, Did someone just get eliminated straight away there? They did. Sammy Guevara, that was, got eliminated straight away. And now someone else has gone. Hang on a minute, this is going crazy here. I think Jungle Boy eliminated Sammy Guevara and Sonny Kiss eliminated Kip Sabian. I think that's what happened. There was a lot of action there in the first couple of seconds. I was about to talk about how there's going to be a ranking system in this one and this, that, and the other. And these Battle Royals are going to be very important because you're going to gain a ranking point for every elimination you make, but then you're going to lose a ranking point for being eliminated. But in the process of me saying that, 2 people were eliminated instantly. Right, so in this match, we have got... I can't look away from the camera for too long, just in case some more happens. We've got MJF, we've got Sabian, Kip Sabian that is. We have got Sammy Guevara, Sonny Kiss, Colt Cabana, Jungle Boy, Angelico, and Cima. Of course, we've already seen the eliminations of both Sammy Guevara and Kip Sabian. Right, that was a lot of action very quickly. Sonny Kiss is gone. I didn't even notice. Who eliminated Sonny Kiss? Can anybody answer the question? Who eliminated Sonny Kiss? I'll have to look back at the footage and I'll have to adjust the rankings accordingly. I've got no idea who did it. This is a pretty interesting match, and we've got 3 matches on this pre-show for you. We've got Darby Allin versus Jimmy Havoc up next in a Falls Count Anywhere. And we'll finish the pre-show off with a 6-man elimination tag with the Death Triangle, Pac, Phoenix, and Pentagon taking on the best friends, Trent, Chuck, and Orange Cassidy. Then on to the main show, we've got even more special action for you. Joey Janela one-on-one against John Moxley in a Falls Count Anywhere. Cody versus Dustin one-on-one. Then we've got Kenny Omega and the Bucks versus Shawn Spears and the Butcher and the Blade. And our main event will be Chris Jericho versus Hangman Adam Page. So it's going to be a cracking show of All In. And then, of course, we'll go straight into Dynamite in the next few days as Jungle Boy now lines up MJF. MJF fighting back. Yeah, no idea who eliminated Sonny Kiss. Sonny will lose a point, but it's just all down to who gains a point for that elimination. I'll have to look back at the footage at the end of this video and try and figure it out. I'm sure you guys probably saw, I was looking at the screen to tell you who was in the match. And when I look back, Sonny was gone. Disappointing for Sonny Kiss. As MJF looking to eliminate Cima over the top. Now MJF just trying to push Cima loose. Cima fighting back in. We've not seen much of Cima in AEW, have we really? As Angelico now with Colt Cabana up on the shoulders. And Angelico dumping Colt Cabana to the outside. Angelico picks up a ranking point. Maybe the second, I'm not sure. It depends who eliminated Sonny Kiss, doesn't it really? We're down to our final 4 though. As Angelico now looking to try and launch MJF over the top now. MJF holds on. I think this has actually worked out pretty well because I would say from the match, I think the 4 strongest people have actually... saying that Sammy Guevara was the first one eliminated, but I think these 4 are pretty strong, actually. I mean, I'd be happy if any of these 4 won the match. I mean, I would prefer MJF just for realism. I think it would be good for him to get some early points in the rankings. So at the moment, we know that Jungle Boy, Sonny Kiss... Oh, Sonny Kiss did get an elimination, didn't he? Okay, yeah. And Angelico have all had eliminations now. They've all eliminated somebody, should I say. It's just all down to who got that other elimination, isn't it, really? As Jungle Boy now... Jungle Boy just powerbomb over the top. Wow. To Cima. And Angelico getting an elimination as well. We're down to the final 2 now. Wow, so Angelico and Jungle Boy both with 2 eliminations. Potentially 3, depending on who eliminated Sonny Kiss. And we're down to our final 2. Both these guys are looking pretty good, like I say, because they've both got 2 points already. One of them is going to end up with 3 ranking points at the end of the show. And the other one's going to end up on +1 because they're going to lose one for being knocked out. So essentially we're going to get pluses and minuses. For doing good stuff, you'll get pluses for winning matches or making eliminations. And for bad stuff, you're going to lose it. For example, losing or being eliminated. and then you'll have an overall score at the end, essentially. So it's going to be quite complicated, but it will work, I promise. What I'm probably going to do is once a week, we'll just have a short episode just showcasing the rankings for the singles and the tag team division. I think that might be the best way of doing it. As Jungle Boy now stalking Angelico. Angelico pops up into that DDT. Angelico, of course, part of the Hybrid 2 as well. But I feel like at some point we will be looking to try and bring in a Cruiserweight Championship to AEW. And both of these guys are potential Cruiserweight Champions. I think that's a belt that AEW could really do with, because they do have some great high flyers. And I think it'd be pretty interesting to see as Angelico clotheslines Jungle Boy to the outside. Angelico gets himself another point. And it's a good win for Angelico. He's going to rock himself up to the top of the ranking point straight away there. Wow. Still haven't seen who eliminated Sonny Kiss. It'd be nice to know. I'm sure you put it in the comment section down below already. Hopefully, by the time we get into the main show, I will have gone back through the footage and I will have figured it out. Hopefully, I've done my job correctly. Anyway, let's move on to our next match. And here we go, then our second match of the evening. We have got two very interesting competitors here in Darby Allin and Jimmy Havoc. Of course, this is going to be a Falls Count Anywhere match, which is also no disqualification. Now, I think in the future we will potentially look at having an AEW Hardcore Championship, which I think I might even crown as early as our next proper pay-per-view. Now, I'll explain why I mean proper pay-per-view. So what we're going to do every month is we're going to have a pay-per-view. We're going to have 2 episodes of Dynamite, 2 episodes of Dark. Then we're going to have like a little mid-month. It's not really a pay-per-view. It's sort of in between a pay-per-view and a house show. So there's probably not going to be very often be championship matches there. There probably will be some every now and again. But it will be a chance to have some more interesting and fun matches on a longer show. And then when we get to the end of the month, after 2 more Dynamites and 2 more Darks, we'll have another pay-per-view. So our first little mid-month one is going to be Fyter Fest. And then at the end of this month, so after it's going to be 4 lots of Dynamite, 4 lots of Dark, and Fyter Fest, we're going to have our first proper pay-per-view, which will be Blood and Guts. And there is reason behind that madness. The reason being that our first pay-per-view, Blood and Guts, is going to contain as the main event a 6-man elimination chamber match to crown our first AEW champion. Over the next month or so, we will have several qualifying matches. The first one is going to be tonight at our main event All In, Hangman Page versus Chris Jericho. It's going to be fun. And I think we probably will also look at crowning our first hardcore champion at Blood and Guts, and probably our first tag team champions at Blood and Guts as well. And then we'll probably move on to look at the TNT championship and that sort of stuff as well. But it's going to be pretty fun. I don't believe there is going to be a women's division here. Nothing against women's wrestling. I quite enjoy women's wrestling, to be honest. But the reason being is I cannot find any good created wrestlers for the female division. So I'd rather not give you guys a load of crap just for the sake of having a women's division, to be honest. So that's the main reason why. Either way, Jimmy Havoc, Darby Allin. Very interesting match. They'll both want to get this early ranking point, as well as the momentum that comes with this ranking point, of course. And the way the ranking points are going to win is for every match you're involved in. If you pick up a win, you get a point. If you pick up a loss, you lose a point. Simple as. In matches like the one we just had, the Battle Royal, or any singles elimination matches, you'll gain a point for every elimination you cause and lose a point for being eliminated. For tag team matches, you'll just gain a point for winning or a point for losing. But not just a singles point. For tag team matches, you'll also gain a point for your team/stable as well. So it sounds a bit confusing, but it'll all come together. I'm pretty sure it's the same as what AEW's real rankings are anyway, apart from the elimination way that I put in, which has allowed Angelico to rock straight up to the top of the rankings on +3 already. Darby Allin now flips Jimmy Havoc through. And Darby would love this early victory. He's a young lad, but he really wants that momentum to start his career off here in AEW. Only enough for a 2 count. Now, I have also got... I think I've got the full AEW roster. I've gone through the entire roster page. I think I've downloaded absolutely everybody, including managers as well, apart from the female talent. But I've also added some randomly generated characters from the game that we're going to be using as jobbers moving through on Dark. Just sort of, as they do in real life, we'll bring in our versions of Pineapple Pete and people like that just to help put some of the other talent over, really, I think. That's the plan behind it. Anyway, we'll see how it goes in the long term. Either way, Darby Allin in control here of Jimmy Havoc. Now waiting for Havoc to get back up to his feet. Havoc comes flying over. Phenomenal forearm into the pin here on Jimmy Havoc. 1, 2, and no, it's still only a 2 count here by Darby Allin on Jimmy Havoc. So I'm just checking my microphone's plugged in. That would be annoying, wouldn't it? To get this far in and not have my microphone plugged in. It is working, yeah, okay. As Darby Allin now taking Havoc up. Havoc rolls through the powerbomb into the quick roll-up. The referee is so slow to actually get down, though. And it's only enough for a 2 count. Havoc now bringing Darby Allin back up to his feet. Sent into the corner. And running clothesline to the back of Darby Allin into the pin by Jimmy Havoc. And he'll know how important this is as well, Jimmy Havoc. He'll be desperate for a win here. He knows where he sort of stands in this roster. I don't think he's sort of regarded as a main event talent. However, starting to pick up some early victories might just put you there. Havoc with a stiff right hand now takes Darby Allin up on the shoulders into the Death Valley driver. And rolls him through, back up onto the shoulder, looking for a second Death Valley driver. Wow. What a combination move there by Jimmy Havoc. Brings Darby Allin back up to his feet once again. Stiff clothesline, a second big clothesline. Jimmy Havoc is looking fantastic here. Boot to the face of Darby Allin as well. Jimmy brings Darby up. And he's looking for that crunchy boom. Drops him. Back of the head. Jimmy drops into the pin. It's weird not to just hold that maneuver, isn't it, for the victory? But either way, it works for Jimmy Havoc. He picks up the win. Darby Allin in a losing effort in his first match. Jimmy Havoc gets the +1 in the rankings. Wow. That's not good for Darby Allin at all, but it's absolutely fantastic for Jimmy Havoc, who goes on to a +1 very early on. Just updating the rankings now so I don't forget to do it. And yeah, the rankings are starting to take a very interesting shape now early on in this universe mode. And I mean, this is just the pre-show. Imagine what it's going to be like by the end of tonight's show. It's going to be very interesting indeed. At the moment, Angelico sits top of the rankings with Jungle Boy and Jimmy Havoc in joint second. And quite a few people are on -1 already. That's not where they're going to want to be at the end of tonight's show, is it? But I'm sure it'll pan out in the end. Give it a bit of time. The strong... Oh, what did they always say? Was it the... what's the phrase? The cream will always rise to the top. That's what they say. The cream will always rise to the top. And Jimmy Havoc tonight is the cream. And definitely put himself in a very strong position. Should we bring in a Hardcore Championship in the next few weeks? And here we go then, 6-man tag action. This is 6-man tag tornado elimination. Of course, we've got Phoenix, Pentagon, and Pac versus Orange Cassidy, Chucky T, Chuck Taylor, and Trent. Now, the winners of this match, of course, all are going to get +1 in the singles ranking, as well as the winners getting a tag team point. So, of course, if Death Triangle win, then the Lucha Brothers will get +1 in the rankings. And if the Best Friends win, then they'll get +1 in the rankings, and obviously -1 vice versa for the other team. I hope I'm making sense, because it makes sense in my head, but that's because I've got it on the screen in front of me. I've literally got... I've been pretty bored, you know, during the shutdown and that sort of stuff, so I've actually made a proper spreadsheet with all of the results and the rankings, and it's all got auto sums and pivot tables and VLOOKUPs. It's beautiful. It is absolutely, it's a work of art, it really is. It's a shame you won't ever see it, but it's planning-wise, it's great for me because I can set things up and I can see who needs a bit of help on Dark, or who needs to be boosted up, or who needs to be brought back down to earth, shall we say. So it's a pretty fun way of doing things, I think. Now, the first elimination of these matches is always very important because 9 times out of 10, the numbers advantage does make it very easy for one team to go on and win. However, it's not the end of the world. It is possible to come out of this on the other side with 2 men. Nice drop kick there by Pentagon, taking down Chuck Taylor, and Death Triangle in firm control at the moment. Of course, Death Triangle is such a strong stable. These 3 guys could all be potential AEW World Champions quite easily. And also TNT Champions, and in some cases, well, we said about the Cruiserweight Championship earlier on. Again, all 6 of these could be Cruiserweight Champion in a bit of fairness. But also, I reckon that there's a sneaky outside chance that either Pentagon or Phoenix could even make their way in the hardcore division as well, you know. I think Chucky T's been busted open pretty early on in this match, and all of a sudden Best Friends now have got control. Orange Cassidy right hand on Rey Fenix. Another Orange Cassidy just chokeslammed Rey Fenix. Please do not adjust your sets. You heard that correctly. Orange Cassidy just chokeslammed Phoenix. Okay. Well, that's the craziness out of the way. Phoenix now rolling Orange Cassidy through. And just short DDT, but Trent is up on his feet. And there's the numbers game now working on behalf of Best Friends. Phoenix now, nice driver there on Trent. And now all of a sudden, Phoenix is taking care of 2 members of the Best Friends. There's a pile driver there by Chucky T on Pac. And now all of a sudden, though, both the Lucha Brothers are up against Chucky T as Pentagon now with a pump handle buster. Wow. That could be an elimination there, you know. But he doesn't even go for it. He continues the assault. Pac just collapsed for no reason. That'd be an episode of Dark Side of the Ring sooner or later, wouldn't it, really? Trent now stiff right hand taking Pac down. As Orange Cassidy here is going old school. Orange Cassidy going old school on Phoenix. Pentagon just hit Chuck Taylor with a package power drive, but obviously Orange Cassidy's there to break it up straight away. Ooh, Orange Cassidy showing great ability there just to boot Phoenix in the face. Avoids the super kick by Pentagon, sorry, not Phoenix. I do know what I'm talking about, I promise. Pentagon just slapping Orange Cassidy, and big German suplex on Orange. May have bitten off a bit more than he can chew at this point in time. Phoenix now standing moonsault on Chuck Taylor. As Pentagon dropping Orange Cassidy neck first across the top rope. And now DDT in the leg of Orange Cassidy into the mat. That really jars the knee and also the hip as well. It's, I won't say it's going to dislocate it, but it's good chance. There's the awful waffle. The awful waffle by Chuck Taylor. There's the pin, but Pac was there to break it up. Wow. Of course, remember, this is the last match of our pre-show. Then we're going to have 4 more matches on the main show. We've got Joey Janela versus John Moxley, Falls Count Anywhere. We've got Brother versus Brother in Cody versus Dustin. We've got Kenny Omega and the Bucks versus Shawn Spears and the Butcher and the Blade in another 6-man elimination tag match. And our main event is going to be the first qualifier for the AEW Championship inside that elimination chamber, as I said earlier on, between Chris Jericho and Hangman Adam Page. There's that pump handle driver on Chucky T. Once again, Chucky T's taken a beating tonight. He really has, but somehow he survives. There's the final cut there by Orange Cassidy on Phoenix, and it's only a 1 count. Wow. Unlucky, Orange. You tried. Orange Cassidy now stalking Phoenix, though. I'm not quite sure what Orange Cassidy was going for there, to be honest. Phoenix is back in the ring, as is Chuck Taylor. Taylor sending Phoenix off the ropes. Phoenix avoids the kick by Taylor. And now into that Northern Light suplex. Bridges for the pin, but too close to the ropes. Referee declines the count. Phoenix now bringing Chucky T back up to his feet once again. Dumps him to the outside. And now what's Phoenix's plan here? He's going to go for the DDT on the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Of course, the ring itself is wood. However, around the outside where that DDT took place is steel girders holding the whole structure together. Pac now sending Orange Cassidy into the ring. Big elbow to the face. We're still awaiting our first elimination, but Pac, I think, is lining Orange Cassidy up potentially. Now, I thought he might be going for the Rings of Saturn, but decided against it. Now dragging Orange into the middle of the ring. I don't know what Pac is up to here, to be honest. I'm not quite sure Pac knows. There's the pin. Oh, his feet are up on the ropes. Only a 2 count. Nobody on this game has ever eliminated or won a match with their feet up on the ropes. Let's just say that. As there's the armbar here, locked in by Pac on Orange Cassidy. Will we have our first elimination? Will Cassidy tap? No, he manages to roll through and into the cheeky little head scissors, taking down Pac. Spinning back fist as well. And now Canadian Destroyer by Orange Cassidy on Pac. Trent with a swing in rights and lefts on Pentagon. And Best Friends are in control here. Can Orange Cassidy get the first elimination? No, it's only a 2 count. Wow, super kick there by Pentagon was brutal. As Orange Cassidy choke slams Pentagon. Not Pentagon. That, my friends, is Pac. Pactagon. Orange now wrenching back at the neck of Pac. Still no eliminations in this match. Chucky T is struggling though. He has been busted open very early on in this match. And this could be an opportunity here as Pentagon. There's the package pile driver on Trent. The armbar locked in on Orange Cassidy. Chucky T's back in the ring to break up the submission. Phoenix though, Canadian Destroyer on Chucky T, who's taken a hell of a beat in this match already. If he goes to the pin, he might have this, you know. If he goes to the pin, he might have this elimination, but Orange Cassidy stood right there and breaks it up straight away. Now Pentagon going for the pin. Orange Cassidy, I don't think has noticed behind him the pin is happening, and there's the first elimination. Trent is gone. Orange Cassidy working over Phoenix, did not realise what was happening behind his back, and now all of a sudden it is 3-on-2. We've got Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor. I think arguably the strongest man in the match has been eliminated already. Not the strongest man in the match, but the strongest man from Best Friends has been eliminated already in Trent. So it's 3-on-2 now, but in the ring at the moment it's Best Friends who are in control. Chucky T and Orange Cassidy. Pac though trips Chuck Taylor down. As there's a standing Spanish fly by Phoenix on Orange Cassidy. Pac dropping the elbow inside the knee of Orange Cassidy before bringing him back up to a standing base. There's the stiff right hand and then the reverse Rana by Pac on Orange Cassidy. That should be enough, I think. Oh, he doesn't even care about going for the pin. He locks in the Rings of Saturn. Chuck Taylor's in the ring. And there goes Orange Cassidy eliminated. We're down to a 3-on-1 situation now. Chuck Taylor holds the ranking points for himself, Orange Cassidy and Trent in the palm of his hands. But at the moment, it looks like a guarantee the Death Triangle are going to start this Universe mode off strong. Nice running forearm there by Chuck Taylor. Then into a tornado DDT by Pentagon, who's really feeling that now. Oh, Chucky T fighting back there with that boot in the head. It's wise, I think, here by the Death Triangle. What they've done is they've seen that Chucky's struggling, being busted open early on. And they've decided to leave him till last because they know he's the weaker target. They know he's the easy one to finish off because of that injury. And if Chucky's wise, he'll kick out here. He'll tap out here to the armbar. But Chucky's not wise. Chucky not wise at all. Yes, he does. He does tap out. I take it back. Chucky is wise. And Team Pac, the Death Triangle, pick up the victory here. And they are going to walk away with these opening ranking points. That's Phoenix. That is Pentagon. And that is Pac. And going down, we have Trent. We have Orange Cassidy. And we have, of course, Chucky T. And in the tag team division, the Lucha Brothers pick up a +1 and Best Friends pick up a -1 in that as well. So big changes in the rankings from this match, and that is the end of our pre-show. I hope you have enjoyed. Of course, if you have, then make sure you hit the like. It's always useful on a brand new series to get that like hit. And of course, if you're new around here and you want to stay up to date with this AEW Universe mode, then make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon for the rest of our All In pay-per-view. Bye.